Fair Use Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members, September 29th. Exactly alike. Frequent contact with newcomers and with each other is the bright spot of our lives. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 89. A man came to the meeting drunk, interrupted the speakers, stood up and took off his shirt, staggered loudly back and forth for coffee, demanded to talk, and eventually called the group's secretary an unquotable name and walked out. I was glad he was there once again. I saw what I had been like, but also I saw what I still am and what I still could be. I don't have to be drunk to want to be the exception and the center of attention. I have often felt abused and responded abusively when I was simply being treated as a garden variety human being. The more the man tried to insist he was different, the more I realized that he and I were exactly alike. Courage to Change, One Day at a Time in Al-Anon, September 29th. Some alcoholics become abusive, especially when they drink. How do we handle violence? What can we do about it? Al-Anon doesn't give specific advice about relationships. We don't advocate ending them or continuing to build them. Those decisions are best left to each individual member to make when he or she feels ready. We do, however, emphasize our personal responsibility to take care of ourselves. If we know that physical danger is part of our reality, we can admit it and take steps to protect ourselves, at least temporarily. We may arrange for a safe place to go at any hour if we need it. It may be wise to keep money and car keys in easy access. Perhaps we'll also seek counseling or speak with the police about our options. No one has the right to physically abuse anyone else under any circumstances. We can inventory our own behavior to see if we are contributing to the problem by provoking someone who is drunk, and we can work to change that behavior, but we do not cause another to be violent or abusive. Today's reminder: I don't have the power to change another person. If I am dealing with violence, I must be the one who changes. I'll start by being honest about what is going on. There is a quote from In All Our Affairs, and it reads, "There is hope, there is help, and I have an inalienable right to human dignity." Just for today, daily meditations for recovering addicts. September 29th. Just for today. When we stop living in the here and now, our problems become magnified unreasonably. Basic text, page 99. Just for today, it's a comforting thought. If we try to live in the past, we may find ourselves torn by painful, disquieting memories. The lessons of our using are not the teachers we seek for recovery. Living in tomorrow means moving in with fear. We cannot see the shape of the secret future, and uncertainty brings worry. Our lives look overwhelming when we lose the focus of today. Living in the moment offers freedom. In this moment, we know that we are safe. We are not using, and we have everything we need. What's more, life is happening in the here and now. The past is gone, and the future has yet to arrive. Our worrying won't change any of it. Today we can enjoy our recovery this very minute. Just for today, I'll stay in the here and now. Today, this moment, I am free. Today, Emotions Anonymous, September 29th. Reflection for today. Before joining the program, I often thought I would really be happy if a certain situation worked out to my advantage. I anticipated great benefits if my plans worked out. When I did not get what I wanted, I was full of self-pity, saying constantly, "If only." When I got what I wanted, I often still felt disappointed when I realized my unrealistically high expectations would not be met. As I have grown in the program, I have learned to have more realistic expectations. Where I used to expect great benefits, I am now grateful for small improvements. Where I used to feel self-pity, I now feel more serenity in knowing my true happiness comes from being at peace with myself. Meditation for today. Help me to know more serenity by better maintaining a realistic perspective concerning the results of my efforts. Today I will remember it can be a long fall from high expectations. Strengthening my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. September 29th. Tradition 9. With service grounded in love, ACA creates service boards and committees directly responsible to those they serve. The committees have bylaws and procedures, but as such are not organized into a governing body. BRB page 536. We come to an ACA meeting because we hear it's where we can talk about our childhood stuff. When we walk in, someone starts the meeting, someone else makes a secretary's report, someone else collects the donations, and others straighten things up at the end. No one in the meeting is in charge. The group is in charge of all its affairs. The upside-down pyramid represents our corporate structure, with the membership at the top and committees or service boards underneath. The newcomer has as much right to speak up as the most seasoned member. If an issue comes up and the group decides to form a committee, the committee still answers to the group. If a meeting or an intergroup makes inquiries to the World Service Organization, they must answer. None of our trusted servants are given any power over an individual unless the individual presents a risk to other members. Then the overall safety of the members must be cared for with a measure of compassion and appropriate assertiveness. Our love for each other and the realization of the enormous pain we have been in are what support the structure that keeps our fellowship functioning. The affirmation reads, "On this day I will be a responsible member of the ACA Fellowship, responding to my fellow ACAs with the same gentleness, humor, love, and respect I have been given and have learned to show myself." Please share, subscribe, like, but most of all, be the you that you are created to be. To remember that you are not alone and that recovery is possible one day at a time.